Alright, guys, so Hubby Porn Star is back, and nothing like good morning coffee and or coffee all day long. 35 cups of strong black coffee a day. You're seeing the results in front of you. um, anyway, I had to do this video, man. I just had to do it. I couldn't wait to do it. And if you're bragging, not bragging. A lot of guys, and especially these days, man, guys are so fucking feminized and weak. And I've spoken about this so many times before. I don't know. They can't drive. They can't park. They think. They think the right way to live is to be ruled by a fucking woman. Oops. Yeah. Didn't mean to show you that, but I hey, the 9.2 incher, I got a 9 millimeter. I can't show you that or I'll get banned, but uh, the 9.2 incher, well, I'll get banned for that too. So, I used to drink, I used to drink warm water in China. I used to drink warm water for most of my life until my slave. You saw her cleaning the refrigerator, and I got her to clean all these fucking bottles and all that. I'm not gonna do all that myself, and now it's back to chilled water. Truly, for me, the wheel has come full circle in many ways, and it continues to. I was always an ice cold water guy, and then in China, the first time I go to China, I was like, I was in a four-star hotel, and I didn't know a word of Chinese, and dude shows up, the waiter, because I think I had called room service, and I'm like, I need some water, and he's like, water? Like, Shimoma, Like, what are you talking about? And then I got someone to translate. Then he brings this flask of water, so I just take it, and I remember, what did I do? Man, I remember I just poured it like this. That memory. I still don't know how I didn't burn my fucking vocal cords because it was boiling hot water. Because the Chinese, anytime you ask for water, they'll think it's for tea. And man, I completely burnt my tongue, but luckily I didn't swallow it. And I just spat it out. And he was staring at me and said, "What the fuck is this crazy ass foreigner doing?" you know. Then I learned you gotta take longshoreman and all that, cold water and all that. Hey, I look extra handsome today, don't I? Anyway, yeah. And then I just got in that habit because I've been in China all my life. And then, you know, back to chilled water. In fact, it's so chilled. It's condensing in aircon. I'm either this or that, man. Extremes, complete extremes. Ah, so I'm drinking hot coffee and ice cold water. You control my results, but you guys, yeah. So, all right, this video is about guys that I thought I'd do one of my patented isometrics. It's like this. Anyway, it's for the triceps. Anyway, I'll cover that later. But um, yeah, guys that complain about Oh, and by the way, the isometrics, you're gonna have to pay to see it. Those are in the books. You're not gonna find it in Google or any website. Cope, Troll, whatever. No money, no honey. But anyway. I know, guys. These trolls are gonna be fat trolls. Are gonna be watching these videos, and they're gonna be pretending not to comment, but they're gonna be commenting anyway, and it's funny. Uh, I'm a sexy six pack. Anyway, if as a man, you know, you have to constantly mention the fact that you have emotional pain and I have ADHD and Sky, I've never felt extreme pain like that before. You might as well put on bangles, lipstick. You might as well fucking walk down the road, but you gotta get in shape first if you got a big belt. But then again, I see so many fucking women in traditional attire with bellies this big and guys simp after them. Literally, they tell these fat, obese women, Madam, you're so nice, you're fat. And I'm like, yeah, I guess curves, yeah, but fat? Curves is this. Fat is this. And it's different. And even if you like it, it's unhealthy. You know, uh, but the point is, and that's the point, it's unhealthy. That's what I tell these women. I mean, I'm like, I don't, that's it. But it's unhealthy. And then I just leave it to the. But look, physical, I mean, first of all, shit like ADHD, so-called fibromyalgia, which a girlfriend of mine kept complaining about. Shit like what my ex complained about, stomach issues and all this sort of bullshit, which, I don't know how much money we spent on fucking idiot doctors and all that, and colonoscopies and turned out a simple little Ayurvedic cure did it, fixed it. And then after a month, it happened again. So much for fixing it. It's all mental shit, man. These people are lazy. They don't exercise. They eat all day long. They stuff their gullets. I mean, I'm not saying fibromyalgia isn't genuine. I'm not saying that. But a lot of it is mental. I mean, you put a gun to these people's heads and you tell them you either have a choice. You either get over your fucking sciatica and walk. Get over your fucking fibromyalgia and get in the kitchen. Or you get a bullet in the head. You'll see how quickly the vast majority of the people, they may groan and moan, but they get to work. Trust me. ADHD. It's very simple. When people whine about having ADHD, lock them up in a room with no water. I mean, forget about food. Lock them up in a room. Well, let's just say you have food because more people. I mean, I'm more of a water guy, as you can tell. But yeah, lock them up in a room with no food for 2 days. See how quickly they lose their fucking ADHD. I mean, these are all garbage excuses, man. AI, that camp. Okay, yeah, you gotta join it sometime. Anyway, I was gonna say something about AI in this, thing, but uh, that's the physical part of it. And then these people are, lazy copers, and they're usually fat and out of shape and faggots in general. And you're born to lose if you're that way. If you're that mentally weak, you're born to lose. I mean, there was this guy. I mean, the guy is such a fucking loser, man. I mean, he said he's not gonna talk about me, yeah, but he's still addicted to me. And like, I don't really care, but he's one of these obsessed fans, quite literally, and kind of like, these prize fighters, they have, gay guys following their every fight, and, they show up at every fight of theirs, totally obsessed. And, so he, what was I talking about? Skyshare, right? I mean, yeah, he essentially thought it was a good idea to jump off a cliff onto sand, which he said he thought was soft, but it was actually hard. Like, motherfucker, why would you jump off of a cliff in the first place anyway? It's not like you're bungee jumping or like, paragliding or any of that crap, which I would never do, by the way. Because, I mean, it's perfectly safe and all that, but there's that 1% chance that the thing may snap. And, I don't want to take that chance, Same reason I don't really swim in oceans. And I've swum in oceans before, but really deep oceans, like, I don't really, because there's too many variables I can't control. And have you ever, I mean, I don't know, a lot of you guys have seen pictures of oceans and stuff, but if you've ever swum in a raging ocean, man, even the beach is scary when, you have riptides and stuff like that. You get about half a mile in, and that's not even scratching the surface of the ocean, right? I mean, these motherfuckers are deep, but you feel it. So I don't know why that guy would feel the need to do something that stupid, but he did. And he broke his leg. Then he constantly whines about it. Mama, I broken leg. I said, hey, guys too fat and lazy can't do squats. Dude, you're fat. You need to lose weight. But I need to take rest. I know train hard every day. You're like, okay, but you're fat. You need to lose weight. You can't do one pull-up. Look at me. I mean, world's best at pull-ups. I mean, like, how stupid can people be? Then you call these people stupid, and he's calling us stupid. Why would someone have such a stupid idea? So he jumps off of the cliff onto sand, and so said the sandy nigger, and then he constantly, I got rods in my legs. So, he claims he has iron rods in his legs, so he can't do squats or whatever. Huh? Gotta adjust it. It's too big. We had this thing in school about adjustment, Anyway, like, if it was too big, you had to adjust it, and... But it's also gay, man. I mean, like, first thing you know, I have injuries. Shoulder, knee. I mean, I might not look like I, suffer any pain when I train and all that, but believe me, the first 15 minutes of any routine for me, even getting down on the floor to squat is difficult, even after all these years of training, but I still do it. I mean, you gotta stop being gay. You gotta stop registering pain. Hannibal didn't register pain. I mean, I don't. I'm not saying certain injuries aren't debilitating and all that. They are, but you can't constantly complain, man. I mean, it's so gay. I guarantee you there's somebody out there who is in more pain than you, but he's pushing himself extremely hard every day, and he's not talking about it. He's just doing it. Action. And he's going to win. So these people are born to lose. More importantly, this emotional pain. Oh, I had extreme emotional pain when I broke up with my girl. Dude, who gives a flying fuck? That is for women and children. And funnily enough, women don't really have any emotions. They're, by default, without trying to be, cold-blooded, narcissistic psychopaths. They were built that way biologically. Survival, survival of the fittest baby, because their job is to, pop babies out and take care of their man. And, the man's job is to impregnate as many women as he can, male or female biologically. And, once you impregnate that female, they didn't have hospitals and all this other junk back in the day. It was survival of the fittest. So she had to do, then if her provider, male, died, she had to monkey branch on to the next one. That's just built into a female biologically. Uh, they're selfish, they're psychopathic, and these are all just facts. And they're going to use you. The vast majority of men today will brag about well, not brag, but whine about their emotional pain, and women just manipulate that on autopilot. And they talk about it with guys like me, and they laugh about it. I mean, they may not say, a lot of guys say, when a woman tells a man, oh, sweetie, you're so tired, It's funny, but the vast majority of guys think she cares about it. She doesn't. She's putting you mentally in cock zone. Instead, if she sees you're so tired, she doesn't say anything, but she's turned on, she's triggered. You got her. I realize this will fly over most people's heads, but that's what it is. And emotions, man, not just women. Men will use it. Men like me, if you show me emotions, I will use it ruthlessly against you, and I will win. Preston Putin, look at him when he talks. He may show emotion, but he doesn't really register it. He may smile at you, he may say, but at the end of the day, you could tell he's very logical, cold-blooded logical. Preston Trump, another winner. Trump may get animated a lot of times. By the way, the recent Trump AI thing has just, he's been really been getting into AI and stuff, but he doesn't really, you listen to him talk and all that, but he's always honing in on facts. He's not, so you can't show that weakness. If you show that weakness, if you keep saying you have emotional pain, then I don't hate to say, but winners like me will manipulate it. I mean, why not? You're showing weakness, and women will ruthlessly manipulate it and use it against you without even knowing it. I mean, they won't even think about it. It's just, like I said, it's built into them to be, psychopathic and cold-blooded naturally. That's why they hate each other, Every woman hates each other, uh, he hates their own kind. Put them in a room together for less than 2 hours, maybe. Give them everything they need. The cat call. Not cat calls. The indirect. Women, they look at each other and they'll make these snap judgments, and that starts instantly. As soon as you put them in a room together, then they have these hidden emotions, the way they react, eye contact, the way they make eye contact. They're brutal on their own kind, which is why I keep speaking out against feminism. When men do the same thing, they're attacked. But when women do it, it's like, nobody gives a shit. But, yeah, so as a man, if you're going to show those kind of emotions, then I hate to say it, but you're simply gay, my friend. And I forgot and you're born to lose. And I forgot what I was going to say. What was I going to say AI-wise? I don't know. I was going to say something, AI-wise, but anyway, that's it. As a man, do not register emotional. You can feel emotions. Men feel emotions. We all feel emotions, but I don't think you should be registering. I'm not saying you don't feel emotional pain. I'm not saying, you don't. But you should not allow those, and you shouldn't constantly talk about it. Men aren't supposed to be revealing those things, okay? That's a female thing, and I'll just leave it at that. Later.